Meowing. Hi. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Also, thank you, Demi, for the gift sub. Woohoo! I bet a lot of people are not here because I keep changing my mind about how time works. And that's okay. If you're not here, I apologize for you, like to you for the fact that you're not here right now. Because I know this is where you want to be, right? Um, Lie to me. Okay, so for today, wow, how do I want to begin this show? It's like every day feels like the first day of streaming all over again. I had a pretty good conversation today um, about my mental rigidity and time as a construct and doing what I want as a creator instead of, um, you know, leaving it up to you all to decide because I'm the one that brought you here. So I have to get it together. I have to make the decisions. I have to wear the pants. Even though even though my model is wearing a dress, I also have to wear the pants. Wow. Um I want to start taking some classes again in something. Honestly, anything. I feel that my brain is rotting and I feel like I don't have enough time for hobbies or fun. I don't have enough time for fun, but I feel like if I felt productive with that fun, I could like it would still give me enough of a mental break from life to like feel good about something and it also benefit me or whatever. So I'm going to be looking for I don't know, just some light online courses. I'm not sure in what. I kind of feel out of practice with my data skills, so I might do some like data analytics study and just brush up on things. I did want to dive deeper into database management and playing around with that. I also always want to learn more about programming and coding and stuff like that, but I just dabble and then I stop. But I feel like yeah, I'm setting the intention today right now that I'm going to mm, I'm going to take a class and do something about it and make something of myself. Wah! Ah. What prompted this discussion is today's journal prompt, which is what is the most interesting thing you saw or heard today? And I didn't have an answer to it because I haven't been reading anything interesting. Even with social media, I've really tried to stop browsing Reddit and YouTube. Easier said than done. I guess I did read some crazy stuff, but nothing like super interesting. On the other hand, since yesterday, I've been watching more of that show, Rap Public, and I'm really enjoying it. Once I gave the first episode, once I got like halfway through the first episode, I feel like the first half of the first episode was so slow and a bit uninteresting. And yeah, they kind of like saved the gems for later on, which was nice because there was like a build up, but it's the reason I dropped the show the first time I came across it because I was like, "Oh, is this the quality the whole way through?" No, they saved the good stuff for later. And after everybody had a turn rapping and battling it out, all of the rappers had to vote on, who they thought was like the most impressive, and the top 8 um most impressive or most voted for became automatically leaders of what they call blocks. And every block think of it's almost like it felt like kind of prison roleplay in a way. Every block could have 6 to 8 people in it, 6 to 8 rappers, and they had to kind of democratically come up with who was going to be the leader. And yeah, after all of the blocks came up with their leader, the leaders were all pitted against one another in a new battle. So, yeah, it was what they called an infinite cipher. It was so interesting. Oh my gosh. Ah, I'm like, it was so interesting and I'm so confused because I felt like, oh, how do I say this? I guess when you're a musician, maybe you might not take into consideration that the choice of song that you perform that leaves a first impression can make people either more or less interested in what you have to offer. And if they never get past that first song, they might be unaware of your total capability. And I felt like that was pushed to the most extreme, where there were a lot of leader rappers who didn't exactly wow me in the first rounds, where they had to just kind of like do 1 versus 1 or whatever. And it could just be because their choice of beat or their choice of song or whatever, or if they were being more experimental. But yeah, for the Infinite Cipher, it was basically um, the DJ would play a beat for like a certain length of time, and each leader, um, every round, any leader could pick up the mic, and then after you're done saying your verse or whatever, doing your little rap, you pass the mic to someone else, and the mic, it's like it's like a marathon. The mic keeps getting passed until someone fumbles and like they can't continue their rap, or they run out of lyrics, or they just really really mess up and everyone feels ambiguous about it. And in the beginning, there was only one leader that clearly didn't have the experience or confidence that the other leaders in the group had with rap. So that was interesting to watch because you could see his teammates had already expressed doubt in him and regret, because no one else stepped up to the plate to be the leader. So you have this, like, I think he looks like a teenager, maybe a young adult male. Um, you could kind of tell he has relatively less experience, or I guess age isn't the reason. It could just be, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what his backstory is, but he just wasn't as good of a rapper as other people, and all of his teammates were kind of lukewarm about him. And it was interesting to see the combination of him being nervous, surrounded by clearly way more talented and experienced veterans of rap, and having to like compete with them. And then on top of that, he couldn't even really rely on his teammates to support him because they were just kind of like embarrassed. So that guy got out pretty early. But I'm going on and on. But what I found the most interesting about the whole thing was that, these people are so dedicated to the craft, right? So very quickly, they kind of, it was, I don't know what this is called. It's probably in the Art of War or something like that. But they found a strategy. Instead of kind of like rapping in order, they started to choose who they thought was like either a weak link or someone to bully. And then like all of the other guys would just single out this one rapper. So no matter who that one rapper was, no matter who he gave the mic to, they would all like give it back to him, or yeah, basically trying to get him to be flustered or forget his lyrics, or hi LDTG. Wow. I see you on Kick today. How are you? I'm talking about Rap Public. And yeah, so the reason why I was impressed was because I thought some of these guys would flounder pretty quickly if you're kind of forced to not exactly freestyle, right? Because these were like pre-prepared lyrics that they had, but it had to fit a certain criteria. But yeah, if you're forced to like come up with lyrics for a random beat over and over and over again, at some point you're gonna like run out of lyrics, right? And it gave me this like awe of about like the amount of preparation it takes to be the kind of person who's prepared in that example. There's no Twitch stream. Ah, okay. Interesting. Well, sorry about that. There should be a Twitch stream. That is a a restream issue. Wasn't that busy actually. What? Huh? Nani? um, yeah. Let me wow. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Hi. Welcome back, Jackie. It's been a while. I'm buffering as well. I'm thinking about restream now. I don't think I can fix it midstream. So, it disappoints me, but I guess for uh should I uh yeah, I don't really feel like restarting the stream. So, whatever. You know what? As a to make up for it, I may do a separate Twitch stream after this one and do something a little bit different. Well, thank you for showing up. My time is like all over the place, so I expected there to be less people today anyway because I've been going back and forth between deciding to stream either at based on universal time, which doesn't observe daylight savings, or to do it in my own in a standard time zone that does observe daylight savings. And I decided that I don't want to have to I can't use both because then I would have to change one of them. Whatever. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep streaming at the time that I stream, is what I decided. Ah! So that means it's earlier for some people in some places. But yeah, I was thinking about it, right? The dedication to the craft, to like some of the rappers in the audience express that they might have like 3 or 4 verses prepared, right? That if they were forced to freestyle, they could be sure that they could deliver something, with like, yeah, within some reasonable amount. And the thing is, not every lyric pattern will like match every beat. So what I found so interesting about the leaders is just like the breadth of uh their body of work, and yeah, just the focus and intent to memorize all of those lyrics. I mean, I know they wrote it, but still. The other reason it was interesting is they weren't allowed to reuse lyrics. So they weren't allowed to use lyrics from their songs, and they weren't allowed to like say a verse and then repeat lines from that verse or repeat a verse again on a different beat. So I felt like that part of it could be confusing, right? If you were reciting, like, imagine it's poetry instead of a rap. Imagine you memorized, I don't know, 50 different poems, right? And you're kind of spitting them out randomly, perhaps. And then, by the 12th poem, how can you be sure 100% that you didn't really say that one already or something like that? I feel like I would get confused with something like that, like very easily. I feel like I would get confused and either maybe accidentally repeat one or think that I forget about one. Anyway, it made me want to work harder. That's the gist of it. Wow. So I will be taking some classes soon, and I will show more dedication to the things that I do in everyday life. I'll work harder. Wow. I pushed myself a lot with my with my run today, and that felt really good. Anyway, good meowing, good afternoon, and good night. Wherever you are in the world, thank you for tuning in to Love Talk with Mrs. Moonson, where a kitten that's smitten discusses all things love, life, and anime. Today is Thursday, which is usually the day that you are the center of my attention, but I'm putting the role play aside for now. Okay, don't all cry at once. But I don't know if I can handle the cringe, so we'll do something a little bit different. I'm gonna give some Monero to the kitties over on Kick, because why not? Here you go. I'm sorry that, there's nothing you could do with it, but maybe in the future there'll be something you could do with it. So for today, I'll start off with recommending an anime. Then I'll talk about the question of the day. Hi, the SSJ God. How are you? Good meowing. And then after the question of the day, we'll do a bit of an activity, and you guys can help me count if you want to, or you could just sit back and relax. Wow. I had to change the theme of today's show on the fly because at first it was going to be about childhood trauma, and then I thought better of it. I'm like, you know what? Maybe we don't bark up that tree today. Maybe we don't make the Moonies very sad and bring up dark memories today. We'll do it another time, but not today. So, the anime of the day is Sound of the Sky. It looks so cute. I was gonna censor the feet, but I didn't censor the feet. It's also known as Sora no Woto. It's a 12-episode anime, and the synopsis reads, on the outskirts of the country of Helvetia rests the tranquil town of Seas. Upon the cobbled streets, citizens go about their daily lives, undisturbed by the increasingly tense military relations between the Helvetia and the neighboring Roman Empire. It is under these circumstances that the 1121st Platoon of the Helvetian Army, stationed at the Clockwork Fortress in Seas, receives a new recruit in the young and spirited Kanata Sorami. Having joined the military to fulfill her dream of learning to play the buji, she excitedly accepts the tutelage of the Sergeant Major, Ryo Kazumiya, who happens to be a skilled trumpeter. Okay, so I guess they're playing music in the military. Working alongside them are the aloof mechanic, Noel, the feisty gunner, Kureha, and the compassionate captain, Felicia Heidemann. Together, they experience the beauty of life in Seas and the lasting joy of community that has persevered in spite of the crumbling world around them. Wow, I find this to be very, very cute. Wow. So it says alongside Sekimatsu Occult Gaikun, this anime was part of an Anime no Chikara project, a project that was meant to create more original anime not based on any existing media. So I find that interesting. Yes, I know I'm not live on Twitch. Wow. Thank you for not censoring the feet. They look familiar. Welcome back, Kaon. They do look very cute and familiar. I'm interested. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, this is a slice of life, also sci-fi with military themes, which, believe it or not, sounds right up my alley. I have no idea why, but I'm into it. So what do we think? Should we watch or skip? I'm not live on Twitch because I'm having an issue with Restream today, but I'm going to make up for it and I'll do a special Twitch only stream shortly after this one ends. I'm probably going to play I'll play a game. I'm not sure what game. Because it's cute characters. Mm, uh, I think the slice of life nature, the fact that it's like the project aimed to create something different or something unique, not based on anything else. I like that. I don't know. I really enjoy anime that has a group of girls who are friends. Yeah. I'll play a game. It's just 30 minutes of two truths and a lie. No. I'm going to stream from my PlayStation. You seem to like war, so you'll probably enjoy it. You know, taken out of context, that sounds very bad. It's not that I enjoy war. It's just that I think it's that I hated history in school. I hated studying about wars and stuff. And then it's only later, like it's only once I got to college that I realized history could be so interesting because there's so much drama. Like people love to make fun of women for watching like soap operas and Lifetime or um whatever, reality TV. I feel like the world of sports and the world of military are so filled with drama, betrayal, backstabbing, um, you know, fights over power and lies and deceit and violence and you know and there's so much emotion. History and wars are all drama. Wars used to be started because a king got called gay and stuff. And true crime. Yeah, I did get into true crime for a little bit, but I had to calm that down. I think the female obsession with true crime um it hits a little too close to home. It says something about trauma. I don't know. True crime is actual brain rot, right? It really is because the truth is being stressed is not good for your body at all. Like and I feel it and I felt that engaging in true crime media, especially podcasts, I was making myself afraid and making myself sad on purpose on a regular basis. And I'm like, why am I doing this? Nobody is forcing me to do this. Like do I just want to never trust anyone ever again? I can't even say it's just don't trust, the opposite gender or something like that, the opposite sex, because there are a lot of horrific stories about women too. Maybe not maybe they don't get as much coverage, but I heard some stuff that I wish I could unhear. Watch won the poll, by the way. Thank you, Razor. Wow. I'll give it a go. Rah. So in my quest to find more hobbies and to insert happiness into my day-to-day life, I will make it I'll make it what do you call it? A priority to try to have a little bit more fun and maybe watch some of these anime instead of just wishing that I could watch them. Wah! Okay, and next we have question of the day. What are your turnoffs? Lee Undies says, man, this is a crime. I had to sign up for Kick. That was the plot all along. I'm sorry. Restream let me down today. It's my fault. I went onto Restream to change the thing where it keeps making my titles a heart, and I guess I messed it up. Yeah. Chicks who are obsessed with true crime start to think that men they meet have meat lockers waiting for them. Question of the day. I answered this like 3 streams ago. True. You probably did answer it. I'll have to go back and see if I read it out loud because I don't remember. But I feel like I kind of glossed over it or didn't really cover this question. So, at least not to the depth that I wish to. 3 out of 4 Twitch viewers made it over anyway. Wait, didn't we have this question a while ago? Yeah, we did, but I didn't get to answer it. So you guys can chill. Okay, my answers are 2 turnoffs. Number 1. I did answer it, don't worry. Oh, I don't even remember answering it. Okay. Anything that isn't cute characters. Well, this is awkward. I didn't want to talk about childhood trauma today. The question of the day was going to be something like uh did did your childhood experience affect your relationships as an adult? Something like that. And I'm like, maybe not. Maybe that's not the one. Well, yeah, I thought of new ones. I thought of new turnoffs. The new ones are, first, someone who's not interested or curious about me. Interested in or curious about me. Which would seem to make sense, but you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. There have been times when I've been pursued by someone who doesn't care about me at all as an individual. And then, interestingly enough, because I'm a woman, my other turnoff is the exact opposite as well. So, someone who is obsessively focused on me and treats me like a doll or an object or like an antique piece of furniture or a passion project, like a fixer-upper. So I neither want to be ignored, nor do I want to be under a microscope. I feel like there has to be a healthy balance that's somewhere in between the two of those. Zam, trauma bonding with the chat. Yep, that's what we do here. I'm very curious about Mooney, so hopefully I don't bore her. A balance is needed, obviously. Right? You would think that would be obvious, but I'm always surprised. Yeah. Wow. Okay. What I was gonna do, I found a list of, I think, 50 turnoffs, and I was gonna like have you guys count with me how many apply to me and see if that's the reason why I'm still single. But I don't think I'm gonna get through the whole list. So let me get this right. You're normal, in this case at least. Oh, I don't know if I'm normal. Wait. I think, because I'm thinking about this one directionally. Ha ha ha, I said one direction. Anyway, um, yeah, this is about my preference. But I guess truthfully, when I'm interested in someone, I do tend to be a bit obsessive. So, but I try not to let them know constantly how obsessed I am. So there's that. I don't know, whatever. I'm a work in progress. Common BPDW. I was expecting worse for turnoffs. Yeah. Uh, like what? Maybe some of them will be on the list, to be honest. Women? Like when I was looking this up, so many of the lists were like 30 things women say are a turnoff. 50 things women say are a turnoff. I was like, oh my god. Stop being so picky. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Do whatever you want. Lip fillers, says Leon. That's funny. Okay. The first one is poor hygiene. They've taken on natural to an extreme, challenging proximity. Okay. I want to say this one doesn't apply to me because I do shower daily. I brush my teeth more than once a day. I floss every day. I do wear deodorant and I also wear perfume. But I don't wear like a super strong scented perfume, just like something light that makes me feel good about myself. 50 things women will actually kill you for. Some chicks say stuff like uses a backpack or eats jello or like stuffed animals. I'm laughing, but Razor, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely correct. Like some women will have like very specific icks, as they're commonly referred to. Overpowering perfume or cologne is one. So I guess technically I don't think it's powering, but maybe someone else does. So maybe that's something that turns other people off. Long and dirty fingernails. So this is another one that I don't think I have. I do keep my nails trimmed and I do tend to keep them painted as well. I haven't gone to the salon in several months because I have no money. But that is one of those things that like, how do I say this? The girl inside of me, that sounds wrong. Yeah, the part of me that likes feeling feminine loves getting a manicure and pedicure, and then the other part of me that's not autistic but has like very weird um sensitivities absolutely hates everything about the process of getting a manicure and pedicure. I hate the way they use tools on my cuticles. Like I don't really like any part of the process. They even do this thing where they'll like massage your feet and your legs, and I actually hate it. I'm very ticklish, and I have to try very hard not to kick the poor lady every time. I like to see girls with nice nails. Wow, same. Is this a list of turnoffs for men or women? It's for both, I think. You don't have to be super autistic to think that. It's worth the pain, Mooney. I agree. I agree. The end product is worth the pain, but um yeah. Stinky breath is another turn off. Again, this is one of the ones that like I can't be so sure, but I'm pretty sure my breath smells fine, given that I take good care of my dental hygiene to the best of my ability. Too much makeup. um, I don't know. Again, this is another one. I don't wear makeup. I don't wear makeup often anymore because I don't leave my house. But I'm not gonna lie, because I lived in a household where lick the back of your hand and then smell it. Ah, ah, ah. Oh, okay. I can't really smell anything. It's not bad. Anyway. Um, what was I saying? You got to do a deep lick, get the middle of your tongue. Oh, I do have a tongue scraper as well. I don't know if that's literally a waste of money. Is that a gimmick that I fell for because of beauty gurus on YouTube? I don't know. Because you're already beautiful without makeup. Wait, I didn't get there. No, I wasn't allowed to wear makeup like until college, basically. I wasn't allowed to wear makeup in my parents' household like as a teenager. So, as soon as I was college bound, I decided to experiment. I love it. I love the process of like, I don't know. It's like doing an art project every day. But I try not to put too much or go too heavy, but I do what I like. Wearing makeup wasn't allowed. I don't know, because it makes you like, I guess if you wear makeup in high school, that means you're a whore. I don't know. That's my assumption. Anyway, so trying too hard to hide baldness. Huh, interesting. Again, I feel like why is that a turnoff? Like, if a guy is balding, or a girl, because girls with polycystic ovarian syndrome can bald too, if they're self-conscious about it and want to hide it, I feel like that's their prerogative. I don't understand why this is a turnoff. Mrs. Horson. I only know how to put foundation on because of cosplays. Wow. Yeah, it's like painting. I like it. It's like drawing and painting. You gotta be confidently bald. True. I think I might be biased as well because I know a lot of women claim to not like bald men, but there's a lot of bald guys in my family, so it is what it is. I've been accustomed to it. Dressing like a slob. It can be unappealing. Mm, if your partner's fashion sense is permanently stuck on laundry day, again, does this apply to me? I'm trying to think. Hmm. I mean, when I'm in public, I try to dress. Oh, okay. There was a Korean girl that kind of said it best. You don't necessarily dress up or wear makeup for yourself. It's on behalf of other people in public who are forced to look at you, right? So it's better to be presentable because people are going to be looking at you, and then it's like, do you want to force them to see something gross, or do you want to allow them to see something passable? Something like that. Is that controversial? I don't know. Well, if people are balding, they can come visit me in Turkey. We got the whole thing planned up. Turkish hairlines. It's not dressing like a slob. It's called grunge, sweetie. Mooney is genetically engineered to like bald men. Passable? At least passable. And then bad kisser. This is one that I would like to find out about personally, but I'm not sure. And then there's behavioral turnoffs, but I'm going to save them for a rainy day because I'm already over time. Wow. It's been a really cozy stream. I'm not going to lie. Don't tell anyone who missed it, but I quite enjoyed this. I quite enjoyed this. This feels kind of intimate. There's only like a couple of us in here. I'll leave you with a quote, and then I'm going to hop on Twitch and play game. I don't know what game. Maybe either Minecraft or Child of Light, maybe. Some people are investments and some people are bills. Let that sink in. Yeah, on Twitch. Yeah, I'm gonna play games on Twitch. Wow. You have to give me like a couple of minutes because I haven't turned on my PlayStation in a while. So I might need to update. So give me like 10 to 15 minutes or so. But yeah, I'll be over there. Ah. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you all for hanging out with me. I'll be back tomorrow with Filler Friday. Oh my gosh, the week goes by so quickly. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. I gotta go. Wow. I'm out. I love you guys. Bye. How did I steal your wallet? Why are you in debt? Okay, I'll see you guys on Twitch. Bye.